Hi everybody, welcome to Fishing in White House, Jamaica, Fisherman Tia. I'm your host, Moya Campbell. And I just want to say thanks to all viewers who have been watching my channel. It means a lot to me. Just know that I value you and I value your time, your efforts and everything. Just know that the love is felt and I'm feeling it all across here. Thank you very much for watching my channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you everybody. Now today I'm here to discuss certain factors that determine how you go about purchasing fish as a consumer, as well as for persons who wish to get into the business of fishing, for them to be aware of certain factors if they're getting into the business. Alright, so guys, once you are planning on purchasing fish as a consumer, there are certain factors that you generally think of before you go about purchasing your fish. Alright, so I've highlighted 4 factors and I'm going to read them. So 1, we have availability. Yes, availability. Now a lot of us may be wondering, what does availability have to do with how I go about purchasing my fish? No, let me tell you something guys, it has a lot to do with how you go about making a purchase in the seafood market. Why? The seafood market is based on seasonality, and then it comes back to availability. All right, so guys, there are certain fish that is available during a particular season, and then after that season it's not there anymore. There are certain restrictions on getting that particular fish. So as a consumer, the availability of the seafood product is what drives consumers' purchase. So for now in Jamaica, we are currently experiencing the lobster season. So we have lobster available on the market. So persons who are interested in purchasing lobster, they can go to the seafood fishing village to get their lobsters across the island because it is the lobster season. So you can utilize lobster, whether you want it to make salad, whether you want it to roast, to steam, whatever intended purpose. It is there and it is the season for that, so it's available. So based on the availability of the seafood product, then consumers will purchase, as well as it impacts how the fishermen go about conducting their business, because availability of a particular seafood for them is when they would make their prices on a particular product in the seafood business. Alright, so availability to supply is a factor, so you have to think about that for the fishermen, of course, and then no availability on the consumer. So it's two-way, having the product and then supplying the product. Alright, so those are some of the things that you must consider as an investor getting into the business, as well as a consumer. Availability of the product to satisfy the potential desire of a client in the seafood business or the market that you're catering to. Now we have to think about the purpose. Yes, it is lobster season. So what's the purpose of having lobster during the season? Alright, so guys, you know that a lot of persons would like to try different foods, and some persons want the lobster to eat, to be honest. They would like to have lobster salad, they want to have jerk lobster, they want to have fried lobster, they want to have lobsters in different variety, different styles. So here again, the purpose is one of the factors that drives how consumers go about buying their seafood, as well as for potential investors. Alright, so the purpose, having it tied with the availability to supply, is one of those factors that determine how you go about doing business in the seafood business. Now the price, yes, the price is one of those factors as well, because having the product available and then the purpose, you have to have a price. Now consumers will be coming in from different areas, geographical points, even outside of Jamaica, to come and source the product. Now you have to make up your mind as a fisherman, as a vendor, as an exporter, what's the price that I'm going to supply this particular seafood to these individuals. So what's the price? What's my price? Now once you think about pricing, thinking about the consumer on a whole, who are you selling to? You think about their background, you think about their lifestyle, because it has to do with your lifestyle too, because eating healthy is a lifestyle issue. So these are some of the things that you have to consider as an investor. The price has to do with the lifestyle, because you know, eating healthy, that's a part of who you are as a person. Alright, and you have to think about affordability. socio-economical status of the person. Can the person afford to buy the lobster? You understand? So these are some of the factors that you have to consider. Alright, the lifestyle, the socio-economical background of the individual. Can they afford it? If they can't afford it, what can I do to adjust? The cost of resources, which actually determine how you go about pricing your product in order for you to function in the business and in the market. So these are some of the things that you have to consider as a potential investor in the business, as well as a consumer coming to buy. They're thinking, am I getting quality for my money? Do I feel satisfied? Am I getting the best for my money's worth? A lot of persons are like that. So we have to think about that. So it's more than one way, guys. So I'm just telling you that these are some of the factors that actually determines or drives how a consumer go about purchasing their fish. And not to mention the quality. Yes, we have to speak about quality. Just give me a minute because I have to get some water to drink. Sorry about that, but I needed a break, so I had to take the break. So guys, the quality, as I was mentioning earlier, is one of those factors that both the consumer and the supplier think of. Alright? Because at the end of the day, when we as consumers go into any store, any fish market, we're thinking of quality. When I say quality, I wonder if the meat tastes good. It look good to me. But the fish looks so wishy-washy. I don't like how the one that look maga. All of these things, people are thinking of, oh, it looks so bony. No, man, I want to look too bony, man. Put something more on it. Typical Jamaican behavior. I'm a Jamaican, but that's how we are. And it's a truth. And we have to agree to that. That's how we are. No, consumers generally think about the freshness when it comes on to quality. The taste. The mother said, I don't want no fish that taste trashy, I don't want the big one, them, because guess what? The big one, them hard to fry and they're tough. I'm going to put them in my pot, then just soak up all of my iron, and that's how them behave. I'm not bashing everybody, and I'm not putting down anybody. But we have to think about the smoothness, the taste, the texture of the meat, as well as the freshness, as well as quality. So when they come to the market, they're generally thinking of quality, price. They're thinking of the purpose and the availability of the food, the seafood that they wish to purchase. So these are some of the things that drives the way how consumers utilize, buy, eat seafood. And there are other factors as well. But these are some of the main factors, the 4 main factors that a consumer think about, as well as a supplier who is supplying to the consumer, is that they think about the availability of the seafood, they think about the price, they think about the purpose, and they think about the quality. And guys, remember that the price is tied in with the resources. So when a supplier is thinking of selling you, they're thinking about the resources. You understand, the resources that are used to get the product to you as a consumer. So when you come, you're paying for that too. So that's how it is within the seafood business. As well as a lot of times persons want quality. And when we talk about quality, we have to talk about the quality fish. So we know that snapper is a quality fish. Yellowtail is a quality fish. Goat mullet is a quality fish, guys. So all of those fish are quality fish. So when you think about quality, you're thinking about the smoother taste in terms of the fish, the freshness of the fish, you understand, the taste, the texture, everything you have to factor into consideration. So remember, whenever you go to purchase as a consumer, you have to think about the availability of the particular fish that you so desire as a consumer, and you have to think about it in regards to your supplier who's supplying you. Is it that the person or the entity can supply you? Is it that they have it in their possession so that they can give it to you? And remember, it is seasonal, so it is based on seasonality. Bear that in mind. A lot of persons aren't even aware, but I have to share this with you. The purpose. What's the purpose that you're sourcing the fish for? And thirdly, the price. Can I pay for this at this particular point in time? how can I get to achieving this amount of fish? If I cannot purchase, what are my options? What plans do you have for me in terms of sourcing the product and in terms of me paying at a later date? Because everybody does business differently. So guys, you have to think about the price and you have to think about the quality. Quality, are you getting what you so desire in terms of the texture, the taste, the freshness of the fish? So whenever you go, think about these things firstly. Bear them in mind. And remember, eating fish is healthy. Omega-3 in a fish body. Omega-3 in a fish body. Fishing in White House, Fisherman Tea, and at the best YouTube channel out there. Fish Guru, of course. I don't know, it is your girl, Moya Campbell. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.